The smoke from the blast descends across the departure hall in a deadly cloud. These pictures were taken seconds after the suicide bombers struck. People cower on the floor. Everywhere there's uncertainty and fear as the injured stumble in the gloom, trying to reach safety. Around them, bodies and debris from the blast. The fear is that more explosions are about to come. Luggage lies abandoned as many people run for their lives.
It felt close. It wasn't just a question of hearing the sound. We felt the sound. We felt the shock waves of those explosions. So we were pretty close. Another indication is that we saw the sort of dust come from the ceiling and the shelves in the shop we were in. The bottles juddered.
We'd just passed through security when we heard the explosions. We were waiting to board a flight to Tel Aviv. Around us, terrified passengers flee, but they're unsure about where to turn. Can you tell me what's happening? Tell me
We're not sure. We just heard a large explosion outside.
We had a big bang. Everybody cried and came along here. We saw kind of smoke, you know. So the shopkeeper went out and said, no, it's nothing urgent because they are working here.
It was a very loud explosion.
Yes, it was very loud. Yes, it was not something that fell on the ground, you know, or something like that. It was you felt kind of shock.
It was very frightening. I mean, yes. I heard it. I was in duty free.
Yes.
It was very frightening.
Yes, it was.
Others speak to their loved ones on the phone, telling them they're safe. Many people just stare blankly, traumatised, whilst children hope for reassurance. Eventually, the authorities managed to evacuate the building. On the tarmac outside, the victims shiver with cold and shock, many of them wrapped in blankets to keep warm.
Our first thing is get people off tarmac and go to a secure area. So please line up and take the buses, please, as soon as you can. If you can, women and children first, please, for the buses. We'll get cold.
Andrew and Denise Brandt told me they were about to fly to Asia when they heard and felt the blasts.
How far do you think you were from the explosion?
I don't know.
It felt muffled, so I knew we were not very close to it, but we were close enough that it reverberated throughout our entire bodies. So I don't know how far, but
they said it happened
too close.
They said it happened in Check-in.
It was just a woman with a baby in her arms, and she told me, I have a second baby. Where is he? And I was looking everywhere. I didn't tell you.
This was the softest of targets, a major airport in a European city. It was busy with business people and families about to start their journeys.
We heard the explosions less than an hour ago, two very loud blasts. We were in the duty-free. We'd been through security at this time. The walls of the building shook. There was dust coming from the ceiling. We saw people running towards us, great deal of confusion and chaos. One woman had blood streaming down her face. The airport itself has now been evacuated and people have been told they're being taken to a crisis centre.
It's now emerged the Belgian intelligence services knew an attack was imminent, but there wouldn't be just one. As we were being taken out of the airport, the terrorists strike again. This time the target is a metro station close to the European Union's main institution. In the darkness below ground, children's screams fill the tunnel. This is what terror is. The number of dead would continue to rise throughout the day. The injured were treated on the pavement or wherever they lay.
Back at the airport, it was still unclear whether the attacks were over. People attended to the wounded as the army and the police moved in. The federal prosecutor has now released an image of 3 of the suspects.
The men on the left, dressed in black, are thought to be the suicide attackers. The man in white wearing a hat is still at large and described as extremely dangerous. The country's Prime Minister, Charles Michel, said what they had been fearing for so long was now a reality.
For us, there is, of course, a before and an after. We are very shocked by the information and the witness statements we heard, as well as the images we saw. These images will remain engraved in our memories.
There are, of course, many unanswered questions about the attacks. How many terrorists were involved and how many others are still at large? Brussels is a place consumed by fear. Alex Rossi, Sky News, Zaventem Airport.